Hello and welcome to your favorite show that features the brightest minds in Nigeria's creative industry. This is the Camera Lounge Season 2 and it's brought to you proudly by Camerajoint, Nigeria's #1 camera store. I'm Kayode Alayande, your host. All right, welcome back. Today we're sitting in the Camera Lounge with a multi-dimensional creative. He's a portrait photographer, he's also a filmmaker, and he's a visual artist. He's known for the catchphrase, amazing or nothing. And he's delivered countless beautiful, visual, amazing images to private individuals, to brands, and of course, to some of the celebrities that you admire. Now, because of the contemporary feel that he delivers to his work, he's now also being described as an urban photography sensation. Welcome with me to the Camera Lounge Season 2, the amazing Klef.
Was that me? that was perfect.
Welcome to the show.
I felt like they were calling me on stage, come and call them all big and all like that.
That's so.
Beautiful.
Nice to be here. Nice to be here.
Thank you for having me.
So you look at it, Pepsi, LG, ASOS, BBC, Maven Records, Techno. I mean, this is quite an impressive portfolio. Do you sometimes feel like, Nami be this?
Yeah, I even have this, I think I have this thing they call the imposter or whatever.
Oh, imposter syndrome.
Yeah, I don't know, I feel like, sometimes I feel like, how did it happen so fast? Like, how, I mean, it took a while, but I'm like, Nami be this. Yeah, of course, I'm like, Nami be this. Like, wow, it's really me, like, But then I get over it really fast. And
so how do you respond to that feeling? Is it a feeling of, yeah, how do you conclude when those feelings come?
Most times, it's that imposter, whatever. It's like, you really deserve this. You really deserve. Then I'm like, guy, you worked hard. You deserve everything.
Correct.
It is you. Get into it. Enjoy it. Like, you understand? So yeah, most times I conclude by saying, guy, you worked hard for everything. You've paid your dues. You've done all the work. It's time for you to relax and be all you should be. Yeah,
I mean, it's on a global sense, one wouldn't say that this is out of place. You're not 30 yet, are you?
No, I'm not.
How close are you to 30?
I'm 28.
Wow, 28.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. Now, I want to ask you, you're currently the brand ambassador for ASOS in Nigeria,
yeah, ASOS.
And that's the first that they'd have.
Ever in Nigeria.
What's the backstory?
ASOS, sometime last year, 2022, early last year, they reached out to us to do some influencing, to send us some products and use the products and give reviews and all that stuff. We worked twice and we did stuff for them twice. And after we finished both projects, they reached out to us later to say, the way we handled the projects, the delivery, everything was just too dope for them not to take it to the next stage. So they reached out for an ambassadorship instead of like influencer contract. So it was just based off how we delivered on the influencing. That was what led to the ambassadorship. Nothing more, nothing less.
Wow.
Yes.
So it was based on quality work.
Quality, yes. They were like, like they worked with a couple other influencers. They were very new in Nigeria, so they were testing the market. So they worked with a whole lot of other people and they were like, you are just different. You just took this too personally. Because me, whenever I have the opportunity, I like to give my best. I like to do the best I can so that, because I might not have the opportunity again, do you understand? So and that was what we did with that project. So they were like, we're moving on to the next level. Like, let's make you an ambassador. So
wow,
like,
this is good.
Yeah.
Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
So let's begin from the beginning. This 28-year-old guy who was a street boy raised in Ojo. Give us a sense of your childhood. How were you raised? What were those days like in your family?
If you grew up anywhere in the streets or whatever it is they call it now. If you grow up in the streets, I'm just a
Whatever it is they call it now.
I don't know what they call it. We have
streets?
different names. We have maybe because some people call it the ghettos, some people call it the hoods, but if you grew up in those areas that are not like as you know, like
Yes,
the Lekkies and the rest of them. You get me? I grew up as a regular street boy. On the streets, playing this, playing football, washing clothes, fighting here and there, driving your tire. Just a regular, normal street boy. Running naked on the street until you're like, start wearing small pants. Like it's just it's a process.
So it was that down to earth ghetto?
Yes, down to earth ghetto, yes. Down to earth ghetto where they are fighting every other day. Papa God win, yeah, God win. LA, Alatadeo. Normal street now.
Yeah, yes.
If you are watching this and you know, you know. So yeah, that was basically my childhood. Growing up, normal street.
Yeah, but I also understand that you didn't go to college.
University, yeah.
Yes.
No.
What led to that? Why was it like you couldn't make JAMB or WAEC or parents couldn't afford? Tell us the story around that.
At that point, why did I go to university again? So I didn't go to university for different reasons. Okay.
Yeah.
The first one is when I was in SS2, late SS2, no SS3. We're preparing to write the WAEC. I don't know.
Sciences or arts?
I was science student. I was a very good science student. I was the head boy in my school.
Are you serious?
I was a very intelligent.
Oh, good.
student.
So your head done the spark.
My head on the hot since.
Good.
My head on the hot since. So I was in SS3, and I don't know what happened to my dad. I should ask that man actually, because when we were in school from primary school, I went to the same school from primary school to I went from the same nursery 1 to like SS3, so the same school. We didn't switch schools, we didn't change schools. So
wow.
my dad didn't go to school, but he really loves education, right? So he used to be a truck driver. I used to drive trucks. So he paid our school fees. Like once the term starts, he pays our school fees. Like he's a very big fan. Doesn't want to hear. He's very proud to say they never pursue my picking them for school fees before.
Ever.
Or that type of thing, you understand?
Yes.
So not because he went to school, but because he just loves the idea of education. Then when we come back, he tells his friends in the carry first. So like when they're playing their apele, their draft and everything, like, he's very proud. He loves school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that's my son. Like he loves this whole school thing. You see. So he paid our school fees before. So they never sent me home for school fees or owing anything. They never sent me home for that. But then we got to SS3 and things got a little bit rough for him. I don't know. It got really rough, and he couldn't even afford to pay for my WAEC. Do you understand? And my principal called me into the office one day and said, "Okuchuku, what's up? You haven't paid for your WAEC. What happened?" I said, "My dad, blah, 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 blah. The man gave me money, gave me 16, 8 or so. I can't remember how much it was, or 12. I can't remember how much it was, somewhere around 15K sha. He gave me money and said, you have to write WAEC, go and pay for the WAEC." That was how good I was as a student. Like my principal paid for my WAEC, you see, because I was very good. Like it didn't make any sense that I would not write WAEC. So I wrote WAEC. But the reason why I didn't go to university was because, number one, I have different reasons why I didn't go to university. Number one was my dad wasn't looking like he could spend any money. That was the first reason. Like when you're in a family, when you're growing up and you're like, this man don't try. Like what I mean is he could have tried harder, but these people, they are limited by how much they know. You see, if you went to school, he would have known that it's not that expensive to send somebody to school. Maybe you're in the lag or something, 35K per semester or something. I don't know how much they really charge for this stuff. But I was like, I became aware of my environment from a very young age. I was like, these guys don't really have anything to offer me at this moment again. Let me just go out there and try to do something for myself. That was the first thing. The second thing is that I lost every interest in schooling. When I was in late SS2, early SS3, I lost interest in schooling.
What happened?
So sorry, this is what happened. My brother was writing JAMB, so he brought they have those courses. They have this big pad that contains all the courses, all the universities. Yeah, so I opened that.
Oh, the brochure.
Yeah. So I opened that and I looked through all the courses and I did not find a course that looked like something I wanted to do. It was medicine, engineering. I don't want to do medicine. I don't want to do engineering. I was in science class, but my mindset was already changing. I wanted to be a businessman. I wanted to run a business. I wanted to do something that I wake up every morning, I go and I love to do. So I was losing interest in the whole cliche, primary school, secondary school, university, get a job, get a wife. I was losing interest in that's normal.
You go get wife, sir.
I will get wife, of course.
Okay.
No, I'm saying, instead of to go school.
Yes.
Yo, if you're watching this, go to school. It's not me. This is not.
I get the drift.
Go to school. But I wanted to just, I got bored of the whole routines. I was like, let's switch it up. So 2 things. Number 1, people don't get bad, so obviously afford them. Then number 2, I wanted to do something else in my life. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from. As such a young boy in the streets, I don't know where that whole thing came from, but I wanted to do something different in my life. I think it was just God just saying, guy, go and do your own thing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain that.
So it was so clear to you that school wasn't
not for me.
you.
No.
But again, if school wasn't that big in your mind, what did that decision of not going to school make you do? What were the steps you were now taking?
Okay, beautiful question. So I was aware that if I did not go to school, I'm just being very realistic now.
Yeah.
But I was very, very aware that, okay, you're not going to school. So this is it. In the next 4 or 5 years, you would have to start competing with your classmates that went to school.
Absolutely.
Not like competing. Like, I'm just telling you what I was thinking.
That's brilliant common sense.
So in the next 4 years or 5 years, 6 years, you have to start competing. Not like necessarily competing. Like you have to make sure whatever it is you're doing with your life now,
yes,
it's going to make sense.
Yes.
You get
that you won't compare pale to them at the end of 6 years.
I was the head boy. I was the cream.
You're the top boy.
Yeah, I was the top boy. I was the head boy, the freshest, the smartest, and everything. So I was like, I can't leave this setting and see them in 6 years.
And you're running. They come to say you run that
different things drive different people.
Yeah.
My own drive was that at that moment, at that point.
Yeah.
You get. So I was like, you have to take more share. You have to use this your life to do something. Before I finished secondary school, before I wrote WAEC, every Saturday I went to Alaba. I went to the market. It was very close to my house, to look for something to do, downloading, put songs on people's phones, configure their phones to browse on the internet. You see. So when I finished secondary school, when I wrote WAEC and just have that pali, I was like, okay, good. I didn't even spend 2 weeks at home. I already started going to Alaba every day. You know Alaba International Market?
Yeah, I do.
I started going there every day.
You resumed in Alaba?
Yes, office. That was my new office.
Yeah. So your first day going to Alaba, what was like? Whose shop were you going?
The first day ever going to Alaba.
Yeah.
Nobody shop. Just
you
walk
just
around
enter Alaba
and start
market.
looking for where they wrote vacancy or something.
Okay.
Just look around. Because I was very good with the computer when I was in secondary school.
Okay.
I mean, I used to teach my classmates computer. Computer was new to us. The big head computer and everything was very new in our school. And in our school we had just one. My school we had just one. Not like the schools where you have 20 computers. No, we had just one computer. So classes took turns. So I was very, very good with computer because I had one at home that one of my uncles had. I was learning how to paint from him. Like I was learning how to paint, how to do. I was doing a lot of stuff. I'm thinking about it now.
Just like, okay.
I'm thinking about it now, and I was doing a whole lot of different stuff. So I had the computer knowledge. So going to Alaba, I was looking for computer job, receptionist, cyber cafe. Is that what they call it? Cafe manager or attendant.
Yeah.
I was looking for graphic designer opportunities. You understand? I was looking for different vacancies.
So I have a question for you before we move on. Was there any point where you had a very tough day and things didn't go the way you expected them to go, and you're like, why I no go school?
Mad question. I mean, if you work in Alaba, if you start working in Alaba when you're young, 80 days out of 100 don't go well. It's not the people coming to chase you guys away from the road or something. But I am so sorry. I have never regretted not going to school. I don't know. I have never regretted not going to school.
Even in those difficult times?
No, I have never. Maybe I left secondary school, I was done with school. I don't know what happened to me. I was done with the idea. I don't know what happened to me. Go to school, guys. I'm saying it. But my kids will go to school. You see? But me, I'm just different.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to me. But when I left secondary school, I was done with that part.
Good.
If I felt some sort of, and I've never been one to blame somebody or blame myself or regret the past or regret. No, once we don't move on, we don't make that mistake. What's happening now? I'm that guy.
Good.
I'm like, let's go forward.
How did you get into photography?
Yo, so I'll give you a very, very short how this whole thing happened. So on my street, my mom used to sell rice on the streets. So the next two shops was an artist. What they call them, the traditional artists that do stencils.
Okay.
That banners.
They're graphic artists too, but
like
in a
traditional,
very traditional,
Yes. So,
they'll cut paper and
the mesh, screen printing.
Yes.
Dabbing the stencil, banners, everything. We're making frames, making birthday frames, making all of stuff.
Yeah.
It was next two shops. Before he came there, it was a lady that used to sell recharge cards, right? And she was my friend. I went there one day, I didn't see her. I said, bros, good afternoon. Where's that auntie? Oh, that's my sister, she left. I'm an artist. I'm like, okay, good. I want to start staying with you. I like you. Let's start spend time together. So I started learning.
Let's start vibing.
Yes, because I started learning from him. So that was my first encounter with art. That was my first encounter with art, generally. Do you understand? That shop there. Then later, he bought a computer. So art, computer. And I got into Alaba. I started doing graphic design later. After doing downloading and everything, I started doing graphic designs later. So from graphic design, this is how I started doing photography. I used to make graphics in my shop for mixtape covers. Wizkid versus Davido, Wonder Banger, something. When I came into this space, I wanted to do it differently, right? I started doing it like the Yankee way. I'll show you the typical one. I'll show you mine. I started doing it the Yankee way. So when these guys come to my shop to design, they bring me terrible pictures. That they shot with phones, that they shot with one anyhow. I was like, Then once in a while, they bring me pictures from Tobidator, Tokpe Upload, Obisomto.
Okay.
Once in a while, maybe Kelechi Amadi. I didn't know it was him. It was him then. I didn't know his name.
You just knew that these pictures were mad.
Yes. So they bring it in a flash drive, and they had names. They had their names like. Instead of DSC, whatever, they had something, CCD, something. So I was like, these pictures are different from these phone pictures and this other stuff you guys bring me. Why can't you keep bringing me the same quality? They can't afford it, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, how can I
bridge that gap?
How can I combine doing the graphic designs and taking the pictures that I like, that makes my work easier for me? So I went and I said, okay, let us start photography. Let us start taking pictures. And also my girlfriend played a very, very important role in me starting photography.
She's still your girlfriend?
Yeah, she is.
You're the correct guy. You're the correct guy.
Babe. Don't leave there. I do or die. You see, so she said to me one day, so she had always been the businesswoman. She said, this graphic design thing. We started dating for like 6 months or 1 year. Then she was like, this graphic design thing. You know women now, she's like, you're making 500 naira for one graphic design, 1K this. When I come to your office to see you, or your shop to see you, the money, you can't even accept it in front of me. I have to hide, because I was shy, I would just hide, I just pocket the money. She was like, you need to make more money.
Yeah.
You need to find something that is more sustainable.
But she said it in a non-condescending.
No, she has never been that person.
No, I was just going to signpost that.
Yes,
that you got the message.
She said it as a team, like, let's look for, not like a guy. Good. I mean, she was in Unilag, she was dating an Alaba, like a guy that was in Alaba, like a guy that she had to come all the way from Unilag to come, like, he was like this.
Good.
She was in Unilag, I was a street boy.
Boy, your head correct.
And maybe, I don't know, I don't know what she saw, but she came, she said, she spoke about it too. So it was two things. That one, and she now telling me we need a business, we need something that you can make good money from. Boom. I went to buy red lights. I went to buy red light. No,
yeah.
In fact, I went to buy filling station, their searchlights.
Oh, okay.
That was the first.
That's those. Okay, they are not floodlights exactly, but those lights.
I plugged it to my generator and it almost spoiled my generator. I didn't have information. I didn't know what strobes were. I didn't know what.
So you thought, just lights were bright.
So I went to plugged into my generator, almost spoiled my generator.
Good.
Next, I bought red heads. Next, I started watching YouTube videos. I started learning. I bought strobes.
All right, well, something amazing happened to you. At some point, someone gave you equipment worth £1 million.
750K, 800K, kind of.
Yeah.
Close to £1 million at that time.
Yes.
Yeah. The man I went to buy after I bought the floodlights, and I went to buy redhead for somebody.
So tell me the story of that intervention and the impact that it had.
Wow, that's one of the most important moments in my life, and that is one of the moments that shaped me into the person that I am, into assisting people, into helping people, because I needed that push. I needed that boost. Me, I'm a crazy person. With or without the boost, I would have. But I needed it at that point to just catapult me, make it faster for me. You get me? So, the man I went to buy the redhead lights from, I bought the redhead from him. I bought the camera from him, 70K. My first camera was 70K or so. Nikon, can't remember. Oof.
What year was this?
This was late 2015, like November 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, November 2015. I bought my small camera from him, 70K. 70K. The next one was 120K. This 7100, 120K. So I bought 70K camera from him. I bought redhead. I bought a couple stuff from him, paid him. Then I started shooting. I started getting better, watching YouTube videos, getting better, getting more information. I became a better photographer. Then I got tired of Alaba. I get tired easily. I'm never comfortable in a space. So I got tired of Alaba. Right? So I got tired of school. I got tired of my house, poverty. I got tired of Alaba.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm tired. Almost tired of now too.
Oh, photography.
Not photography. No, that's my baby. No, like I get tired of spaces. I get tired of how big I am.
Yeah, okay.
I get tired of how many people know me. I get tired of the small people I'm brands I'm working with. I like to get bigger. I have this, but I like to do it right, Sha. So I went to his office. I bought a couple stuff from him. Then over time, he knew me. He knew my face whenever I come around. One day, I was like, let me go and pitch something to this man. I want to leave this Alaba. I want to make more money. I want to go to somewhere that...
So you were doing the photography inside Alaba?
Yes. So when you come to do graphics, 500 naira, I'll charge you 500 naira extra, take a picture.
Okay.
So I was giving you a package that you will not find anywhere else. I was a very good graphic designer. I was already a popular graphic designer in the market. Then I was now giving you great pictures for a very cheap price. I love all my life. I love packages. I know how to build packages. People like packages. They like buy one get one free. They like to buy. That's how to sell to them.
Okay.
You get. So
the Igbo says.
Yes. So this man, I went to his office one day and I was like, sir, can I see you, sir? He said yes. It's very easy to like me. The man already liked me, so he gave me. Listen. He sat down. He said, what's it? I said, sir, I want to move to Ajawo Estate. I have some friends there that they have this record label house. The parlor was empty. I was like, I want to use it for a studio, but I need equipment. I sold the man a dream. I sold him a vision. I said, in the next 2 years, sir, I will be like, I know how to do this thing, but I want to take it to another level. I finished telling him, so I was like, I need this, I need lights, I need this, that. The man said, okay, no problem. Come, so they will give you all you need, and you pay up in 1 year. I just went down, I just laid flat on the ground. I could not believe, when you're going to, you're like, hey God, when I go tomorrow, this man never changed his mind. When I go to this man tomorrow, he shouldn't have changed his mind. Or his wife not going to tell him anything. Or somebody, I was just praying when I was going home that God
protect
Almighty,
this conversation,
protect this man. Nobody should kill him this night. Nobody should break his leg. Nothing should happen to him. Nice. You see, so that was how it happened. And he gave me the whole stuff, and I went and I paid him, instead of a year, I paid him like 3 months.
Wow.
So that conversation, when people listen to it, I like to take out 2 things from it. Number one, you have to imagine what kind of fire or desire I sat with in that chair and spoke to him. You have to imagine what he saw in my eyes, and do you understand what he saw, what he felt, and how much trust and loyalty I was able to build up to that point for him to be like, okay, take. I could have disappeared. Like, he doesn't know my house, doesn't know me to anywhere. I just disappeared with everything. And then number 2, trust. I went back and I paid him his money complete before the time.
You started lounging.
Before the time. I don't get comfortable when I'm owing people. I don't get comfortable. I don't go and no. I don't get. I like everything to be. I like it. This is mine. Do you understand? So, number 1, you have to have that burning desire. Then number two, trust. Pay them back. Don't people not borrow money and you be running up and down with their money and stuff. Yeah. That was the story. That's the story.
So, how did that intervention impact your business?
I mean, what would have, we all know how expensive photography equipment is. It takes you a while, you shoot more, you save, you shoot, you arrange, you shoot, you go and buy one lens. You shoot 6 months, you go and buy, you know how expensive a camera is?
Yeah.
It takes a long time. So,
and it happens that the people you buy, the people for whom you buy those things don't
even know, but yes, they don't know what's happening, how expensive it is. What would have taken me 2 years to achieve, I achieved it in like 1 year or 6 months, a couple months. Like, it just pushed me.
All right, so let's talk about what makes you different. You know that that man could have given that same intervention and package to someone else aside you. And they would have had a different or poorer results than he had now.
That's beautiful, yeah.
So what's the difference?
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful question. You're good at this. Okay. What made me different at that point was my hunger. I was very, very hungry. Like I knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew that this was what I wanted to pursue. I knew I had no options, no school. You see? So I was hungry. I was hungry. I was very, very hungry. I don't know. I think I was just very, very hungry. I was very hungry to just get something going. I was very, very hungry. And I was very passionate. I just fell in love with photography. I just loved the rush. Like I enjoyed doing it every day. Nice. Like this, it was too sweet. It was seeing the reaction when you take a picture and you show them and they're like, damn, wow. It's like
it gives you a rush.
Yeah, this rush. Like, let's go. So I was very, very hungry. I was enjoying this new thing I just discovered that I could do. I was enjoying learning new secrets, new stuff from YouTube and showing and trying it the next day. And you see, so I was really, really enjoying it. So I was very, very hungry. And then number two, I felt like I had a point to prove.
You know what, Klef? We're going to take a break now. When we come back, I'm going to ask him how someone can develop that kind of hunger. That'll be after the break. Welcome back. I've been having this amazing conversation with amazing Klef. You're an amazing Klef, and we're so proud of him. This is the Camera Lounge Season 2. So, amazing Klef, I was going to ask you before the break. Okay. Now, you've attributed your success to the fact that you were hungry, passionate, go-getting.
Still hungry. Okay.
Yes, you are. Yes. All right, but I can imagine someone listening to our conversation say, "This hunger, I don't get time." How can someone develop that hunger? Because it appears that no hunger, no food.
No hunger, no food. Sometimes you don't have to be. I mean, DJ Coffee doesn't have to be hungry. You don't have to be hungry.
But how many of DJ Coffee's fathers do you have?
You get so. I don't know. The hunger for me personally was inbuilt. It was inbuilt. I looked around. I was born with it. I looked around my family where I was born. Looked at my mom. Looked at my dad. These people. It was like I'm so sorry. I felt like I was born to like do something. I felt like I was put in that family for a reason. I felt like, like look at these people. Like, what's up? Like, what next? Are we gonna stop like this? Is this the family? Is this how far this family name can go? Like,
come on.
Yeah, who's going to like take this family away from this whole 17-year-old boy, 16-year-old boy? I was like, somebody has to do something. Like, I have an elder brother, but that doesn't mean I'll leave this whole
responsibility.
Yeah, I don't know how to put it. I was like, look at my mom and my dad. They can no longer really do anything for themselves because they were like limited by what they knew and what they had. I was like, somebody has to take this flag, this name, and just try to take it to the next level. Do you understand? So I was naturally hungry. Talking about hunger, it is disgusting to see young people these days barely driven. I don't know. They just show. I don't know, like it's extremely disgusting.
And then your generation, no.
They are what?
Yeah,
Most of
like,
them in my generation, like they are extreme. Nah, some of them are mostly Gen Zs. I have nothing against the Gen Zs though.
Yeah.
But the Gen Zs, you guys are worst. Like, I don't know, let me not say anything, but the hunger, look around you. Look what's driving you. Look around you. What are you trying to fix? What impact are you trying to make? What are you trying to do? Like, let it drive you. Let it push you. Like, let it drive you, man.
there are two parts to this. There is the inner drive. There is also the vision. So yes, you're attributing your own drive to an innate gifting, like an installation that you came with. But there is also something that you see. What were you seeing? Did you see yourself here being the ambassador to international brands, working with superstars, traveling all over the world? Did you see that? Because if you don't have a hunger, but you are seeing a dream, that could also help.
Drive you, yes. So I had both. I had the hunger, natural hunger, I want chop. Then I've always had this picture of who I wanted to be. Since I was young, I wanted to be a superstar. Like, I just wanted to be, I didn't know how it was going to happen. I wanted to be, when I was 15, 14, 16, I used to walk into the room and just imagine I was on the red carpet. Oh, thank you guys for coming out tonight.
So there goes
I'll just start talking to myself.
Imagination.
I start saying, thank you guys for coming out tonight. My name is, I used to have another name.
Oh, wow.
My name is, I literally planned these interviews before they happened, like in my head. Like, I imagined receiving an award. Thank you so much, everybody. Family, I love you.
Wow. Wow.
Everybody did this, right?
No. Do you know why I'm saying wow? Because, I mean, when you read self-development books, you listen to people like John Maxwell and the greats, they tell you these things that imagine. And here I'm sitting with someone saying...
My mind is very wild. Like, my mind is very, very wild. I paint pictures a lot in my head. Since I was very, very young, I paint a lot of pictures. I imagine being on an airplane. Just imagine all these things, like, naturally and generally. So, yeah, there was that vision. But one thing about me is that when I'm looking at a ladder, I don't necessarily look at the top of the ladder. I look at the step before me first. Do you understand? I build a vision, or I imagine things I imagine crazy things, big things, but I start with like the realistic.
With the first link. The low-hanging fruit.
I see people with imagination. I want to be the president of the country. Start from something. Like, you have to be something first. I want to buy a Benz. You got to buy a bicycle first. Like, I want to buy a Benz first. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine if you can make it work. But me, I've not been that guy. I've been the guy that, let's start with something. Let's start with the first step. Then we get to the top of the ladder. Not let's just jump. You see? So yeah, always had that vision too.
Wow. And so you built this. You built this amazing business from your personal creativity to graphics to all of that. And you built activated studios, activated TV, and all of this. Now, where did you develop the business acumen to put all these things into structures?
I don't know. For real, I don't know. Personally, me, I don't know personally. I was in Alaba for like a couple years.
That was your business school.
Yes, that was my school of life. That was my business school. So we did a lot of stuff, from seeing people on the road and trying to convert them into customers. So all this marketing, blah blah blah. I've been doing it from like the basic. Then I come up, I read books. Oh, I've been doing this. I know how to do this naturally. Let's just package it in English and with flyers and stuff. So I've been marketing for a very, very, very long time. So so I think this whole business mindset comes from reading books, from Alaba, natural business space. That's like the realest.
Your internship.
That's the realest business space. Like, you understand? 3, my mom used to sell rice when I was growing up. So I started branding and marketing from her shop. She had 3 competitions on the streets. Iyajobi, Togo woman, and one other person selling food on the street.
Are these real names?
I'm serious, for real. I had to look for ways. I'm thinking about it now. I had to look for ways to make sure my mom sells more than everybody else. As a young boy in secondary school. So I looked for different things. Oh, wow. I see now. So I see.
Yeah.
Books, real life, movies. Then I watch a lot of YouTube.
Let's talk about opportunities that are present in this generation. That your mind is screaming, guys, can't you see this? Now, what opportunities are in this generation and in today's world that young people, creatives, are supposed to see but they are not seeing?
I feel like there is a whole lot to be done. All my brands, everything I'm doing right now is just me sitting down one day and saying, exploring my different sides and the different things that I love. I love music so much that I have to do something. I cannot leave this world. I cannot die without doing something that concerns music. I used to be a rapper and singer, but fine, I can't rap and sing now again. But this music thing, we must do something about it. That's Activated TV.
Wow.
Do you understand? So
you're giving structured expressions
to my
your
loves,
desires.
to my desires.
Oh God. They're boy well. They're boy well.
Everything I do is just me sitting down one day and saying, since I was really, really young, I wanted to be a radio presenter. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 98.1. They will increase the volume again. I used to listen to Fade Ogunro. I used to listen to Joyce and N6 on Cool FM every night. I love the way they used to speak. Then boom, later now I'm comfortable. I started a show on Activated TV called Show Off. I host the show myself and I'm doing everything. You see, that's just me trying to just enjoy all the things that I like to do. You see, so sit down, everybody watching this, sit down. There are two ways to do it. Number one, look for a problem and solve it. Look for a problem. That's like the best way to cash out. That's the best way to look for a problem, something stressing everybody. Uber. There's Uber. There is Paystack, making payment solutions for everybody all over Africa easy. Just look for a problem and look for a way to solve it. That's one. And then number two, look for the things you really, really love to do, that you enjoy doing. Then try to build whatever you call it around them.
Wow, this is amazing. A lot of people see your work and like, yeah, this guy is amazing, but I can work at this level as well. But my business is not on that level. So what do they need to adjust?
You have to understand that there is being creative or being a highly skilled individual, and then there is being a businessman or knowing how to run a business. It's two different things. If you are very talented, you have all the skills, you can make great images, make great videos. It's totally different from being able to take that service, take that skill, whatever, and convert it into a business that is sustainable. So you have to explore. After you are done learning how to do everything, you have to figure out a way to learn how to sell it, how to market it, how to sustain it. You understand? And if you can't, we have people that are skilled in that. Since 2016, 17, I've had a manager.
Oh,
Since 2017, I've had a manager since 2017. Tell me why a guy that just came from Alaba to the island, just moved to the island from Ajawa Estate to the island, why did he need a manager? When I started using management 2017, it looked very, very weird. What's the photographer doing with the manager? I don't know the business aspect of this thing. Somebody went to school to study this whole business, whatever thing. So let me take pictures, let me do you write all the emails, you reply I don't know how to speak English, you reply the emails. No, I know, they have communication terms, thanks for reaching out, blah, 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 all that
business
documents.
communication,
I don't know how it's about it, I just know how to take pictures, I know how to be creative with my mind. So let somebody else handle that. When money comes in, we look for a way to, you take your own small thing, I take my own thing, you understand? So if you cannot handle it, let somebody else handle it for you. Or look for ways to also get that knowledge.
Your training this year is about the business
of creativity.
Of creativity.
Yes, please.
I love that so much.
Thank you.
So What is that about? What was that about?
Okay. The Business of Creativity workshop that we just had a couple weeks ago was, a while ago rather, was just me. I looked at the industry. I saw exceptional photographers. I mean, you're on Instagram, you're scrolling, like everybody's talented.
And you're glad.
Photographers, I'm like, how do you get this good? Damn. Photographers, video filmmakers, cinematographers, whatever, influencers, everybody, you understand? And most times I get to meet some of these people in real life and they're broke. Yeah. Like, they're broke. Like, when I say broke, I mean, I know how expensive gear is. You take money, you put it into gear. I know how expensive like this lifestyle. You can't compare with some other people that they don't spend money on gear. Like, do you understand? If I don't buy gear, hey God, if I don't have to buy gear or buy anything, any equipment, come on. We'll be competing with people on different levels, you understand? So yeah, it was just about me saying, okay, and there's so much information about getting the skill. Yeah. Every workshop I see is 3 days lighting, intensive lighting, 3 days intensive portrait master. I'm like, nobody is showing you guys how to take all this knowledge and now convert it into, because we just have plenty creatives everywhere.
Yeah, and those courses, the truth is that they produce their results because people are
That's
doing
what I'm saying.
good work.
So we just have great people everywhere.
With no money.
No money, confused, depressed. Yeah, depressed, like what's happening? So I'm like, okay, let's do a class. I have some experience. I don't have all the experience, but I have some experience. So let's come together, let's sit down, let me share what I've been able to do. Let me share how I think and how you can, you understand, let's build these people. So that was like the whole idea behind the whole workshop. The course is available on my website, by the way.
So the activated...
the Amazing Klef Academy.com.
Amazing Klef
Academy.com.
I want us to take a break. When we come back, I'll be asking him what's been the most mentally challenging project he has worked on. Don't go away. All right, welcome back to the Camera Lounge Season 2, and I have been speaking with Amazing Klef, and we're about to see some of his amazing pictures that he considers his own favorites, all right? Even though it's very difficult for him to choose those pictures. But in any way, before I ask you that question, I wanted to know, in retrospect, what's been the most draining, mentally draining projects that you've worked on?
I wouldn't necessarily say mentally draining, maybe
demanding. Okay, maybe that's the word.
Recently, it was the one with Tiwa Savage for Techno.
Oh, that blue background.
It was a lot. It was a lot of. It was photo shoots and video shoots on the same day, inside the same studio. So I was taking pictures and I was directing videos. So it was very demanding, and it had to be done in a short period of time, because you know how the celebrities are with their time and everything. So it was extremely demanding, coming up with the ideas, coming up with the creative direction, lighting, directing, then shooting images myself. That was extremely demanding, but we pulled it off and we made really, really great work, and I'm really proud of that particular project.
I want to ask you, on this journey, what's been your most embarrassing moment? Like, how did...
I just thought of one.
Like, you're asking yourself, wait, how did I get here?
Oh my God. Okay. I've had a couple embarrassing moments, but they barely happen now because I'm more professional. Like, I know my work better now. I think the most embarrassing I can remember was I was shooting Timaya for a magazine.
Okay.
I was shooting Timaya for a magazine, and I was shooting with a 50mm lens. I was shooting with a one lens was about 85. I was trying to get like close-up shots and waist-up shots and stuff. So I was shooting 85 or so, and I shot him for a while. I was like, okay, now boss, we're gonna switch to like full shots. It was like, it was very loud. It was like, why they snap the full shot? And it was right actually. I was supposed to use like a zoom lens or something, or maybe 24 to something to like be able to get full shots, and these guys don't have time at the same time. But it was like he raised his voice, and I felt really, really like there were girls, there were babes there were babes. There was like everybody was there. I was like, he raised his voice, and he was like, "You're supposed to be shooting." Obviously, I'd worked with professionals before me, and they shot him the same time.
Yeah, they'll do close up and then.
I was doing close up, and I had just 2 lenses, so I'll do close up.
You were using only prime lens.
Yeah, I was using prime lens at that point. Yeah, so I will do full shots, and I'll come and do close up. So, yeah, basically. So I felt embarrassed.
So let's look at some of these pictures, amazing pictures that you've taken.
This first one is a portrait of Buju. Sorry, BNX Benson. We shot like about a year ago for, they were going to have this concert. So pictures to just headline the flyer and everything. I just love how simple, I think this is the cleanest milk portrait I've ever shot in my life. I just love how clean and simple it just is. I don't know, gray backdrop, the skin is doing the work, there's a white shirt, black suit. It's just clean. Yeah, it's just clean. I just love how simple and clean it is. I think that's why I just love this particular image.
Yeah, I think the model himself brought out the attitude of the
attitude. It just looks so confident and so, I don't say cocky, and I just love, I love this image so much.
Yeah, beautiful. Let's do the next one.
So
nice. Nice.
This was created, I can't remember where we shot this, but this was just me just trying to do something creative and just be artistic. We have a lot of color going on there, and
So this was a private project.
Yeah, this was I wasn't commissioned to do it. This was just me trying to just do something. So I really love this image because it's very, very colorful and it's extremely inviting. And
I love it.
Very creative. The stuff flying around was created with Shine. I don't know if you know Shine.
Oh,
glisters and what?
All right. This is bride walking on water.
Actually, we were shooting. I was in Abuja, and we're shooting with this beautiful model. This is also a personal project, personal fashion collaboration project with a very great fashion stylist and model when I was in Abuja some time ago. Also, we went to this. I was hearing about this very nice place, Ushafa. They said they had this mad location. I was like, okay, let's go see it. We spent like 3-4 hours to get to the location. It was like
from Abuja.
Yeah, from Abuja itself. Yeah, it was like it was like hiking. We had to go through like some. I was like, this is nice. This is like good ultimate search. So we got there, and it was a very nice location. We were shooting, and I saw this rock on the. I saw this rock somewhere on the water. I was like, can you go there? She said yes. I was like, okay, good. Let's help you. We helped her. She got there, and when you look at the image, you think she's standing on the water. But she's just standing on just one small rock and use that dress.
And then you just laid
it's
lovely.
a very beautiful image. I
beautiful, love it. Beautiful. And I also like the way you then use the hills on the background such that it can reflect.
In the water also. In the water. That was good. That was not me.
Amazing.
That was good.
It was your positioning.
Yeah, of course.
Good.
I shot this in Ghana. Also, this was for a fashion brand. This was for Mimi Yeboah. My friend actually.
How did that come about though? From Ghana?
Yeah, I went to Ghana. I traveled to Ghana, and I have this friend. She just moved from the US. Very exceptional. Yo, let me give you your flowers. Mimi Yeboah is exceptional. She makes the most beautiful dresses in Africa.
I like that expression.
She makes.
Let me give you your flowers.
Let me give you your flowers. Like, she's very, very good.
I'll use it on somebody.
She's very, very good. So she made some nice dresses. So we went out. This was a drone shot. Shot it with a drone. It's eye view. I just love how she's really beautiful, but then her dress is looking really elegant. But then she's in this sort of gritty environment. So I called this one. I think I called it Diamond in the Rough or something. Wow. She's just elegant, but then she's just the environment doesn't really.
Was she the model?
Yeah, she was the model.
Oh,
no, maybe me was not the model. We got another model to do that.
All right.
I shot this 2020. I was going through a heartbreak. not necessarily relationship heartbreak.
Okay.
Somebody I trusted so much.
Disappointed.
Did something. So I call this one "Watch Your Back, always." So it's just basically it's the image on this wall also. Basically I just photo manipulation. Just a photo manipulation. Take two pictures, make them into one. Always watch your back. Like an artistic. Once in a while, I like to act like I'm still an artist. Like I'm still an artist, like proper artist.
It's lovely. Amazing, Klef. Thank you for who you have become. Thank you for using the lessons that you've learned out of life. Thank you for being an inspiration to young people and older people alike. Thank you for being a blessing to the industry. And of course, to Nigeria. We are glad to have you on the Camera Lounge Season 2.
Shout out to Camera Lounge, shout out to Camerajoint.
Yes.
Thank you for everything you're doing for creatives also. This is extremely beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
Actually.
All right, and that's it on the show for today. Many thanks for watching. I'm Kaide Alayande. Bye now.
Okay, and with my best friend, I'm sure you guys know already, my best friends are always the Sony cameras, and this is the A7R5, recently just dropped by Sony Alpha. It's a 60 megapixel camera, and you know my favorite thing about the Sony is the autofocus system. It has an improved autofocus recognition. You can actually save, you know, the subject's face on the camera, and then it follows through anywhere the subject goes through. Your focus is intact. You know, in terms of video, it has 8K at 24p and then it shoots 4K at 60p. The videos are amazing. I call it a hybrid master because you can actually use it for photography and video at the same time. It shoots 10-bit 422 video options and also includes S-Log3 and Cinetone. It's a very easy way of shooting and getting your images ready for your client. And then in terms of raw files, because I know you're going to be saying it's a 60 megapixels, in terms of raw files, you can actually reduce it and have 26 megapixels and also have 15 megapixels. My best friend is the Sony A7R5. In terms of technology, it's a great camera. In terms of build quality, it's amazing. Ergonomics is amazing. The way, you know, the grip is, it's quite very sturdy and all. Sony camera is my best option. I don't know about you.